There we go. Boat. I think he's coming for us.
That's the right side.
I think our ride has finally arrived. And Chris is happy as usual.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't ask, but.
I recall something.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay, I mean, yeah, what's wrong with it?
yeah, there was.
Center of the lake. Look at it now.
He wasn't messing around, was he?
No.
All right, drop off point at Granite Lake. Heading just that way. So this is our site on Granite Lake for night number 1. We got out a little bit later than we thought, so we set up shop by Brennan Falls, which is back down. There's my tent, Chris's tent there. Brennan Falls is back down where I just showed you, back down that way. So we're gonna try and make our way down there and do some fishing later tonight. Just had dinner, early dinner. Starving. This is just beautiful. Beautiful spot. You can see, gorgeous. There we go. Yeah, tents in behind me. And let the trip begin. Today's day 1. Get a whole lot of filming done because we were late getting on the plane, but steaks are done. Things are good. And yeah, 10 days. Awesome. Here we go. Alright, we're live.
We're live now.
Yeah. You didn't turn down the tunes, John. Yeah. So it's day 1 and John and I are out here with Chris and G running up the rear, which Chris won't be happy about. We're on Granite Lake in Wabakimi Provincial Park, and this is day 1. We had a late start and had our steak for dinner. Hit the spot, now we're on the way to Brennan Falls. We're gonna check that out, check out some fish, and hope to pick out some walleye for a late night snack for dinner. Well, dinner, whatever you want to call it. Late night supper. Anyways, you see behind me the scenery's just, I don't know, I can't really explain it. It's just beautiful everywhere you look. And there's nobody around, which makes every one of us very happy. That's the truth. Out there. Brendan Falls. Awesome. There's Christopher over there going for a fish. John coming down, I think, an old portage trail. Awesome. All right, so we got one on already this morning. Not a monster by any means, but we're hoping for more. Day 2. Casting. Move. We don't want to go there. Actually, it's not that bad right here. All right, my last video was pretty awesome. That was John and I rolling our canoe. Thankfully, we found most of our stuff. Now here we go down the same set of small rapids. Nice there. So that's the way you're supposed to do rapids. No more going up. Chris is waiting for us to spill there. All right, there you go, off to Granite Falls. Gorgeous day, and I did find most of our gear, so we're all good. A little after 3, and we are chased to our tents with high winds and a big booming thunder storm. You might hear this right now. It's right over top of us. There she be. So we're getting pelted with rain. You hear it? The tarp's not doing anything. So just hope that fly holds up, because it's coming down hard now. And there's no stakes, just can't stake anything down here, so it's all rock. Cross your fingers to get through this tonight or this afternoon. portage around 1, 2, 3 rapids at the end of Granite Lake. Hoping the portage leads all the way down across the falls, and check out the falls for tonight before we head back to our campsite. So let's see what they look like. Wabakimi, Granite Falls. Unbelievable. Wow. Speechless. We just ripped about 10 to 12 pickerel out of there in 15 minutes. Right there at the end of Granite Falls.
Not at all.
We got a storm rolling in Wabakimi. And John and I caught some pickerel, so we're gonna cook that up. I'll give Jay a hand flipping the canoe.
I can do that if John's looking out there.
Yeah, right on.
Well, these are not.
Portage into the wilds of Wabakimi. Shore lunch. Well, I see John's still eating. Yeah, shore lunch on the coming out of the portage from Smoky Lake, Smooth Rock. And those are for portages that 50-year-old men shouldn't do anymore. That's safe to say?
That we'll never do again?
That we'll never do again?
Never do again.
We're never going to do that again. Well, we're at the end of day 4, and John, Chris, and Jay and I finally got a break in a day and a half of sheer wind power. So we're doing a bit of late evening, whatever, early evening fishing. It's called late when you get up at 6 in the morning, I guess. So far, 2 pike. Morning from day 5 out here on Wabakimi. We're on Smooth Rock Lake, getting close to the north end. We couldn't have asked for better paddle conditions this morning, considering yesterday was windy as can be. We got up early and got going. Saw a bear early this morning, but we're unable to get some video footage. But this has made a beautiful day for paddling. We're putting some pretty good kilometers behind us to get to the site we want to go to today. So hopefully the wind remains like this. We're getting to a pretty big opening here, it looks like. I didn't think this opened like this here. I guess she does though.
It does. It stays fairly open now for a while.
Oh yeah? We gotta aim for that point way ahead of us, eh?
Yep.
Alright, gotta aim for a point way ahead of us. So, pedal to the metal. Day 5 already. Woo. Alright, John, Chris, Jay, and I decided not to stay at the super site. Instead, paddling east to a pretty gusty headwind out on a big bay here in Smooth Rock. I hope you look over my shoulder. It's not as choppy as it was when we entered here. If you notice, it's August 11th and I got my toque on, so it's not the nicest weather. And the wind's always blowing the wrong way. Blowing east. How is that possible? Anywho, this gives you the vast expanse of one of actually not even the biggest of outlets here on Smooth Rock. Just heading for a little beach just ahead of us here. Take a break.
Doesn't want to make his canoe look bad.
Bald eagle over in the tree. Good morning from our day 7 adventure in Wabakimi. John and I are now on Funger Lake, trolling our way down, and we got another beauty day after a rest day yesterday. Sun's out. I've already snagged and lost one jig. It's awesome.
Start with the good things.
Start with the good things. And we are making our way down to the end of Funger Lake into a series of super small portages and hopefully to a beach site in a stretch of narrows before we get to Caribou Lake to spend tonight. So not a very far day of travel again. And still 3 more nights to go yet. So lots of time and hopefully still lots of fish to eat. When the weather's like this, it doesn't seem to matter anyways. It makes it much nicer. So So here's to catching more fish. Okay, we got our second pike on in the morning here. I'm gonna have to fucking bring this thing on board. There we go. It's about average size for out here, or probably a little smaller.